What's happening?
We're going to do a boat tour. We've been meaning to do it for like months, and we've tidied up and we're going to do it.
Come on board, we'll show you around.
That's how we get onto the boat. We walk the plank, which is actually quite easy, and this is the cockpit. So in the cockpit we've got some energy. We've got a little wind generator called BOATLIFE and 3 solar panels, 2 on the side and 1 up there, which we can move around, which is pretty good. We had this built so that we can put either more solar up here or move the solar panels up there to get them out of the way. Which would be really good. It's about 150 watts in total. We'll probably do a little bit more.
This is basically the outdoor living room. So when we're sailing, this is where we spend a lot of our time, especially on passages. So we've got the steering wheel. This is how we steer the boat, which connects to a rudder that goes straight down. We've got a compass here. We've got 2 winches. These are 243 Lumar winches. This is what we have the Genoa on, and we have 2 40 winches here which we use for the mainsail or reefing bits and bobs.
So there's quite a lot of space to sit. There's a little table that pops up when we want it to, a drink holder.
But let me take you forward and you can see the bow of the boat. So this is the starboard side. They're basically very similar each side. Here we've got the boom. This is where the mainsail goes up and down. These little guys are fenders. So these are the inflatable protecting rubber things that help to survive the Medicane without getting too much damage. Keep coming forward. This is our brand spanking new life raft. It's a 6-man ocean safety life raft. It costs a lot of money, but as T says, we're hoping we never have to use it. We hope it stays there the whole time. But just in case, that's our life raft. Come forward. So this is our Genoa, and we also have a second Genoa. We have a storm jib and a trysail. We're yet to get those out. I think our mast has a separate feeder for the trysail, so again I will test that at some point. We do have a spinnaker pole as well, but we don't have a spinnaker, so we're saving for that one. That's on the wish list.
This is where I actually spend quite a lot of time, because I'm normally in charge of the anchor, which is that thing on the bow hanging off the front there. It's not at all like I thought an anchor would look. And it's actually really nice and clean for a change, because most of the time it's covered in mud and it gets really quite disgusting. And yeah, it comes up and it's not nice at all. This is the windlass. Winds it up and down, and there's foot controls here, and we also have little handheld remote controls which are really useful. It sort of drips all this nasty muddy water all over the bow and the deck, which is horrible. You spend ages scrubbing it and then it's filthy. But there you go, it's important. That's the mast and the mainsail, nicely flaked by Caladh. We've got radar. Got some water and fuel in jerry cans down there. That's quite important. It's quite important to have plenty of both of those, obviously, if you're on any distance of a passage at all, and just generally. This is our outside space.
It's been a while since we've been sailing.
Yeah, Not been out here that much actually, sadly. But it's a really nice day today. The sun's out and it's January and it's about 16 degrees, and it's helping to remind us what it's like to be out sailing on the boat. It's cheering us up a lot.
So that's the bow. We'll take you down below and you can see what it's like inside.
Welcome to the inside of Caladh. This is where we live most of the time. This is the galley. This is where I do quite a lot of cooking, and probably warrants a separate thing of its own at some point, because you know, have a look at the fridge and the storage space and everything. But it looks really small. It's actually not that bad for a boat this size. It's quite, it's reasonably spacious actually, and really well laid out. It's quite a pleasure to cook in, really.
And we've got a cooker that's on a gimbal, so that when we're actually sailing, everything stays steady, and you can strap yourself in as well if you need to. We've not had to do that yet, but you never know. On the starboard side, here's the chart table. So this is where all the navigation happens. We plan our routes, we make sure that we're not going to hit any container ships. So we've got radar, this is a plotter, this is a second plotter, and this is just sort of speed and wind and that kind of thing. This is Navtex, so this gives us weather updates and navigational things that we need to keep an eye out for. And then we've got a AIS VHF radio and a handheld radio as well. So for an old girl, she has got, you know, enough of the comms at the moment. There might be a few upgrades we look at down the line, but for the moment it's been brilliant.
So just behind the chart table is the quarter berth, which is basically our spare room. We've emptied it. It's not normally this tidy. At some point we'd like to strip this old vinyl out and redo it. You know, but it's a bit of a sort of non-urgent, nice to do job really. But basically it's really good sleeping space for one person, and well, only one person's tried it out since we've had the boat, but said it's really comfortable, so that's nice.
So come on through. This is the saloon, also known as the living room. So we spend a lot of time here, especially in the winter. This turns into a double bed, so there's a little piece that slots in here, and you can sleep two people who are happy for a cuddle in there. This is a table, so it folds up both sides, so these two flip up, and of course inside we've got the most important part of the boat, which is the vodka, rum, gin, and several backups. This is very important. Well, this is another bunk. So somebody can sleep here as well. Underneath them is 2 water tanks. So we carry, I think it's 150 litres each, so it's 300 litres total. Again, if we're doing longer passages, we might look to sort of top that up a little bit. Lots of storage. Behind every seat is storage under the bunks, and in all of the lockers as well. So this is our spares locker. So yeah, lots of hiding places basically. This is the mast. If you're not careful, you bang your knee on it every day. If you're anything like me, really clumsy.
Right at the end here, this is the forward cabins. This is basically the bedroom.
Right, it's really nice to look up through the hatch, and you can see the Genoa. You can see the moon and the sun when you're sleeping. It's really lovely.
And it's really comfortable and nice and light, and doesn't feel too cramped. We've got quite a lot of storage space in it as well. We've got little lockers along the top on both sides, and then we've got some drawers here and a cupboard at the bottom that we use for shoes, which is really handy. It's a really nice little drawers. And that's our linen cupboard, and it's fab. In here is the bathroom, saloon, And there's a basin and the tap there. I'll show you, hold on. It's a shower. So we've got an immersion heater, got a hot water tank and electric pumps for the water. So when we've got all that switched on and the water's hot, or even if it's not, we can have a shower in here, which is brilliant. Don't normally tend to have deck showers in the summer, or in the marina go and use the showers there, but it's really nice to have the option. And we've got this is brilliant. We love this. There are little holes in the cupboards. This is from the previous owners. These are champagne corks, and we use them to stop water getting in if we do have a shower. We plug the holes in the cupboards with the champagne corks. It works brilliantly.
That's Caladh. Totally love her. One of the big things was size. You know, I was thinking when I set out to do this, I thought I'm going to buy a Moody 38. But when we started getting on some of the 38s, 37s, they were just massive. And I just thought, you're going to end up maintaining 2 cabins that you don't need, 2 toilets that you don't need. Everything was bigger, so everything costs more. When you go into marinas, it costs more because they charge by the length. And we got on Caladh, and it was basically just love at first sight. I actually, as it happened, I did my day's skipper in a Victoria 34. I'd kind of forgotten about it, but when I got on Caladh, it was just like, it's perfect. You know, it feels manageable. Both of us can control the sails on our own if we need to. The maintenance, yeah, I mean all boats have maintenance, but the cost of things, when I start talking to some of the 40s, the 50s, and the cost of just replacing, you know, the smallest gasket, it's just, you know, 10 times the price. So I'm really happy. Completely love her. We were very lucky that the owners maintained her and kept her in really good condition. The wood is brilliant. And we're going to do our absolute best to keep her in good nick too. So yeah, that's Caladh. So what's it like living on a boat?
It's alright. It's okay. It's brilliant. The sailing bit and the travelling bit is obviously brilliant, but we've been on the boat in the winter in the marina, so that has basically just been living on a boat without any of the other stuff going on at all. And I wasn't sure what that would be like. And it's been alright. It's been, I mean, obviously we're in Sicily, the temperatures don't get that cold, not compared to the UK. So it probably hasn't got colder. We're in January now and I think the temperatures are going up. Probably hasn't got colder than 9 or 10 in the day. And that wasn't very often, and sort of 2 or 3 at night. But being on a boat, you really feel it. So it feels like it would do if you were in a house and it was colder, basically. It's been alright. The design of the space is really good, so it's made it manageable.
No, I mean, I think the only thing when you buy your own boat and you move on it is the fear of the unknown. So it's all the lockers that I haven't had to fix something in, or the things that I haven't replaced new, or the things that I don't know about that worries me. But what I do know is that I fully intend to go through everything as and when. So I guess it just takes time to get to know the boat, get to know how to fix her. You know, I'm not, like I said before, I'm not a mechanic, I'm not an electrician, not a plumber. So it takes time, but what I do know is if I had gone for the Moody 38, it would have taken a lot longer. It's much bigger, twice the maintenance, twice the cost. So that was a key learn for me. But yeah, we love her, and we're gonna look after her, and hopefully she'll look after us. All 8.5 tons of her. Thanks for watching, guys. Do give us a thumbs up and a subscribe if you liked watching this video. I really appreciate it. It makes us feel like there's more people than just our mums watching it. Sorry mum, we appreciate you too. Join us next time for some boat jobs and wine tasting, not necessarily in that order.